is this force, is this power, is this thing called Mother Nature random, by chance? This is the next question. Because the atheists, of course, they believe there's some sort of a power, but they believe that it is random, it is by chance. Those who believe that this force that is behind everything operates by chance or in randomness, they themselves believe that the product of this force is predictable, are predictable. The products of this force are predictable. Now imagine if you believe, okay, the foundation of everything is randomness and chance. Then what is the purpose of science? Scientists make observation, does observation because innately they believe there is pattern in the universe. Isn't that true? If they do not believe that there is pattern in the universe, why would you even observe it? And that is the bedrock of science. Now, how can randomness and chance produce pattern? This is the main question. Even if they do not believe in it, innately they are forced to believe in it. There's no meaning of you sitting in your lab for years and years, for decades. But innately you believe, everything is random. You may believe that the source is random, but the products may not be random. Or can you believe that the source is random and the product is random too? And can you be a scientist if you believe in this nonsense? You understand? So at least they believe that it is not random. The products are not random. Scientific thinking already presupposes that existence is understandable and predictable. Scientific thinking already presupposes meaning assumes, a priori argument, without proof, they have belief in it. They say that science is about predicting. And how can you predict something if there is no pattern? What is the meaning of predicting? How can you predict whether there is going to be rain or not? When you see that the cloud is getting dark, you say it's going to rain soon. Why? Because that is the habit. That is the pattern that you've been seeing since you were a child. Right? Scientific thinking already presupposes that existence is understandable and predictable and governed by a law that is discoverable by the human mind. There will be no meaning to experimentation when one believes that all these are just products of chance. Why didn't randomness produce more randomness, which is actually more likelier? Kenapa randomness tak produce randomness? Kenapa randomness boleh produce system? Why must mathematics out there conform to the human mind in here? If our mind is the product of chance and randomness, and if the whole universe is the product of chance and randomness, why must the universe conform to the logic that is in our mind? Why must mathematics go in line? Why must mathematics out there conform to the mathematics in here? This is a very, very important point to ponder. If you say this product come out of randomness and this product come out of randomness, okay, fine. But why must they synchronize with each other? Why must there be a relationship? Why must there be a relationship between the sun and the earth? Why must there be a relationship between your nose, the structure, the bone structure of your nose, and your lungs? If randomness produces your lungs and randomness produces the bone structure of your nose, why must they correspond? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. There's this Belgian scientist by the name of Ilya Prigogine. In 1977, he wrote a book entitled Order Out of Chaos. Order Out of Chaos. So this is a groundbreaking work. For atheists, this is a groundbreaking work. To them, it is the same level of quantum physics, or maybe the theory of relativity of Einstein. Because they say nobody has ever proven that order can come out of chaos. They themselves acknowledge that. They themselves acknowledge that. Nobody have ever proven scientifically that order can come out of chaos. But this man claimed in his book that he have proven it. For those of you who wants to read his book, you can read his book. The conclusion that you will reach is that he himself have not tested his theory scientifically. It's only a mathematical speculation. That's all. It is only a mathematical speculation. There is no real scientific experiment that has been done to show that chaos can produce order. So until now, this is 1977, until now, people who claim that order can be produced from chaos or from chance, what they believe in is actually pure belief, blind belief, unscientific, unfounded. We have proof that order can create order. Only order can create order. We have proof. So many things around us. We are more scientific. But the moment you say that chaos can produce order, show me your proof. Where is your scientific data? Where is your observation? Ask them this question. Because a person will come to you and say, Ustaz, if you throw a dust for 1,000,000 times, you will see a pattern emerging. Whether there is a pattern or not, randomly you throw for 1,000,000 times, you draw it on a big mahjong paper, you try hard, you will see a pattern. I say, that is a perceived pattern. Can it create function? It cannot create function. Can it create interdependence? A working order. When we speak about order, order is not pattern only. Order is pattern plus function. Workability. It has a purpose. It has an objective to fulfill. Right? So hold on to this point. They, until today, have not a single proof. But still they believe there is no intelligent designer behind everything. It's just randomness and chance. You know Richard Dawkins? Have any of you read his book, God Delusion? So the issue is philosophy. It's not about science. How do you deduce from the data that you have collected? How do you deduce? That is the main issue. We observe the same thing. But we say God, they say randomness. But why are the conclusions so different? Because it's philosophy. There's an assumption before the science. There's an assumption. What they call is the meta paradigm. Meta paradigm. You ever heard the word paradigm shift? There's a paradigm that governs science itself. And this paradigm mostly are assumptions. Untestable. Cannot be proven scientifically. This is a priori belief. You believe in something first, then you seek to prove it. But you don't have a proof to believe in it in the first place. You see, and that is unscientific. But many scientists fall into this trap also. Many scientists fall into the trap. We will look at it. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. You know, in his book, Richard Dawkins, he said that the force behind everything is not chance. He doesn't believe in chance, interestingly. Say, of course it's not chance. Because look at this great existence. We will be in awe. If you look at the sun, if you look at the mountain, if you look at the flowers, it cannot be a product of chance. He believed in that too. But he said, it is also not a product of God. Not a product of design. So he's not for chance, he's not for design. He caught me off hand for a while. I said, oh my God, not chance, not design. What paradigm shift is trying to bring into the debate? Then I got disappointed. You know what he said? It is natural selection. It is natural selection that governs this. I said, whoa, wait a minute. What is the foundation of natural selection? What governs natural selection? In Darwin's view, for those of you who remember. Adaptation. Before, adaptation. What governs adaptation? Survival of the fittest. Somewhere in between. Call it random mutation. So the foundation of natural selection is actually random mutation. So he's hiding it. To me, it's better for you to say random mutation rather than natural selection. Because when you speak about random mutation, it is still random. It is still by chance. So how can you say it's not chance, it's not design, it's natural selection? I'm sorry, natural selection is here. Put it where it belongs. It's random mutation, it's still random. What is random, brothers, sisters? This being done unconsciously, correct? See the word conscious? That's why I begin with, just now, God is the conscious one behind everything. He knows himself and he knows what he's doing. Let me ask you this. Does this random mutation knows what he's doing? That is why it's called random. If there is no consciousness, how can he produce order? Are you joking with me? You call yourself a scientist. But we have to challenge that.